that God says, out there, beyond ideas of good and evil, there is a garden. I will meet you there.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, so this I thought was really like coming from a Muslim sort of poet and someone who's obviously imbued with a lot of Muslim philosophy that he said this. And I wanted to know like what is he saying? Because the Quran has ideas about not exceeding the limits that are set by sort of divine law. So there is like a certain in English kind of do and don't kind of thing. So what is it he's saying that beyond you have to kind of almost go beyond these things though in order to meet Allah. So what would you take beyond that?
Mhm.
This is so interesting, by the way, because I feel like it's about comparison. It's about the
Comparison.
contrast. It's about the contrast we live with. And there is no contrast in that place in a certain way.
Yeah. There's only one. Yeah.
It's
Like,
like
like
you meet with Tawheed over there, something.
There's no duality there. The duality only exists in our world or how we look at things.
look, there's one idea, maybe it's related to this, right? So we'll put that idea of like you said, like the good and evil is like how we view things. And I want to give an idea about the Quran itself, or any divine book or divine, scripture, revelation, is that the revelation is for us and to help us navigate life. So I think a lot of people, like, it doesn't matter, this isn't a bash against Muslims, like every religious community has this idea that they think that, you know, the way that we kind of judge things is the way that the Almighty is
Good.
going to judge things.
Mm.
Whereas I think what we don't understand is that, when it comes to like the day of judgment, whatever that is, the final calling, the final reckoning, where we're kind of given, our chances are up and accountability starts. Allah isn't going to bring out the Quran and then start judging us according to that. The Quran is for us to navigate life. Allah will judge almost like completely irrespective of holy books. The holy books are for us to try and purify and remove the rust from our hearts and get closer to God. But it's not how Allah's going to judge us. Allah has whatever Allah, I was going to use as his own, but obviously using his is problematic, but uses his own criteria. That's what Allah, the Quran itself says that he's the best of judges. So it's a higher up kind of judging. So I don't know if that's also related to our